Take picture. Stop recording video. Button.
Hey guys, it's me, Brittany. Welcome back. If you're new, hi. Today I'm going to be sharing a honey bun cake recipe. For anyone that's new, I'm not going to be in the kitchen showing you. I'm going to be very descriptive, so you should be able to make the dish just fine. So give me a try. Please don't leave. Okay, so you're going to need these measurements is for like the small pan, the small aluminum pan that you see in the stores, you know, that square pan. So if you want the bigger size pan, then you should double this recipe. You need 1 box of yellow cake mix, 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar. You're gonna need vanilla, cinnamon, 4 eggs. I usually use large, but it doesn't matter the size of the eggs. You always use 4. Evaporated milk, and 1 cup of sour cream. Okay, so this is what I do. I get a decent sized bowl to hold the cake mixture. I put the yellow cake in the bowl with the 4 eggs and the 1 cup of sour cream and about like a teaspoon or so of vanilla, depending on how much you love vanilla, you know. I put about a teaspoon or a tablespoon. I mix it up with a spoon. I don't use a mixer or anything. And then I put a separate bowl of the 1 cup of brown sugar with cinnamon. I usually put like 6 to 8 little dashes, you know, like I don't measure it. I just put enough where I smell it pretty much. And you mix that together. Okay, so now we're gonna put the cake in the oven. So what you do is you spray like, you know, with cooking spray, oil spray, the pan, or you could put butter around the bottom of the pan, you know, to prevent the cake from sticking. You put 1 layer of the yellow cake mixture, which is half of the cake, and then you put half of the brown sugar and cinnamon mixture on top of it, and then you put the other half of the cake mixture on top of that, and you put the last half of the brown sugar and cinnamon mixture on top of that. Then you get a knife and you start directly in the center, in the middle of the cake. While it's raw, we're talking before you put it in the oven. You start in 1 little circle and keep making circles all around like swirls. You're thinking of a honey bun, so that's what we're mocking. So you're making, you do that twice. Go around from the center, start with a little circle and get bigger and bigger and bigger, making swirls all around the whole pan of the cake. It's going to end up looking like a honey bun because of the circles you created. Then you put it in the oven. You preheat your oven to 325. You put it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. So after 20 minutes, keep checking like every 3 to 5 minutes until it's done. It's going to be done pretty quick. To check if your cake is done, you could put a toothpick or a knife or a spoon, not a spoon, excuse me, a fork in the middle of the cake. And if it comes out dry, then it's done. Okay, so you gotta let that sit for at least 15 minutes, but the longer the better for it to cool off. To make the glaze that goes on top, which is like the icing, you put your 2 cups of powdered sugar in a bowl with about a teaspoon or tablespoon of vanilla and your evaporated milk. You only need a little bit of evaporated milk, maybe like you should start with a teaspoon and then keep putting little baby drops. The glaze is really hard to make. It was hard for me to get the hang of it. I had to make it a few times to really get it the texture I wanted it. You don't want it watery, you don't want it too thick, you want it to still be manageable and movable, but you want it pretty thick. It's supposed to be a glaze basically. So after you get it to that texture, you put it on top of the cake after at least 15 minutes of the cake cooling down, and it's done. It's so good. Like when I tasted it for the first time, I was thinking like it gave me like summer barbecue vibes. Like, you know, you get invited to a barbecue in the summer, like 4th of July or something, you know, you should take that or something, you know. it's a holiday cake. It's a just because it's Saturday cake. That cake is fire. Like period. I be eating it with almond milk. It's really good for me. So as far as the tip for washing your clothes, I have a tip for you guys for washing your clothes. So I have this theory. I think that laundry detergent companies are trying to make us go broke. So I've been getting little secrets here and there from people and trying things out, and I've got some good tips. So let's say you use Tide or you use Gain or whatever you use to wash your clothes. You should add a cup of vinegar to your load if it's, a regular load, or 2 cups if it's a big load, whatever. It really does make your clothes smell fresher. It makes them feel better, like bouncier or fluffier, and it's just better when you add the vinegar. It really is. It enhances the clothes. It does. And the other tip I have is if you don't got it like that right now, because like I said, laundry detergent is high and they got us messed up, you can really wash your clothes with Dawn dishwashing liquid and the vinegar. That's all I really use, is Dawn dishwashing liquid to wash my dishes anyway, so I always have that on hand. But that's the specific brand you should use if you're gonna use it to wash your clothes. It really does get your clothes clean. And when you put it in the washer, you're gonna see it's soapy. It's working, trust me. So if you're over this laundry detergent shit because it's high and it's breaking you, I mean, come on now, I understand. Then you really should just use Dawn dishwashing liquid for your dishes, your clothes, shit, everything. And if you got pets, you should use it for your pet too. I use it on my cat. The fleas come right off. And then I found out from a veterinarian that is the secret. Dawn dishwashing liquid. I knew it was though, because I could tell the fleas are coming off. So just choose, do what you want. If you love your Tide or your Gain, do you, but add some white distilled vinegar in there. It's much better. I hope you guys love the cake. I hope you guys try out my clothes washing tips. And I will see you guys next week with another word and another recipe. Now, you already know what I'm about to say. Remember, if you have a tsunami in your life, don't let it swallow you. Just keep swimming. See you guys next week. Bye.
Take picture. Stop recording video.